Hello, everyone. Today we have this brand new design by this channel, formerly known as Drphu. It's a really cool six-pointed star, nice and symmetrical, and it's not that hard to fold. I wouldn't say it's 100% easy, but just a little bit harder than easy. All right, and then on the back it looks like that. It's a variation from the Hawaiian Lei that I made in the previous video. Check out that link in the description. And let's fold it. You're going to need a real crisp one to do the best. Or you can get a two usually. Sometimes they got brand new twos at the bank if they don't have ones. All right, so fold in half. Make all your folds nice and precision. Crease them down hard on all the folds. So we're dividing into fourths with the folds in the same direction. And the only real hard part is opening it up. And if you practice the Hawaiian Lei flower, then you'll already know how to do it. So now fold the raw edge to the top crease and fold this edge to that crease. Turn over, open that up, fold the raw edge to the crease, just like the other side. This model is so symmetrical that we're going to be doing the same things a few times. Okay, so now take the raw edges and just, you don't have to recrease them, but just fold it over like that. And so starting right here, we're going to fold all six corners into the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we just try to get exactly to that crease line. We're going to be able to straighten them up in the end, but the better you are now, the easier that is. So now turn it over. Do the other one. Now there's three, so just grab one layer. Right to the crease line. Nice and straight across here. Crease that down. And be careful. Don't damage that stuff. Just crease these down. And then flip it back over. Now open these up and just turn it like a page. Now do these two. We're just pre-creasing these because really difficult to do if you didn't pre-crease them. Turn it over. Crease to the center. Right to that center crease. All right. Unfold them, turn it over. Here's the other two. Here's those two. Now we've got these last two. You can let this part go whichever way feels most comfortable while you're folding these. So the paper's not too bunched up where you're working. All right. And the last corner in. Trying to make it a real nice one for the video. Yeah, the camera's not on a real stable mount. So now you got all those folded and unfolded. So now go back to these two. Fold them back down. And divide it in the middle. There's 4 creases. So you open it up. Now the raw edges are facing you. Fold it in half. And just take your time. Don't let anything slip out of place. Line it up. And don't let that kink right there. Give it a little pinch. Then come over here. A little pinch. Everything's lined up. Crease that down. I'm creasing that really sturdy now. Okay, so now open it back up. You got the raw edges. Unfold just the raw edge part. And then fold it back down. It's important to crease those while the raw edge, to crease that while the raw edge is in the middle. Because if you crease it now, you'll pull these out. So now just pinch these down to reverse them. No pulling. Okay, now we're going to lock these edges together. Hang on a sec. Okay, so we're back. And you just line up these corners. They should be lined up well. And then just fold that corner in to the other panel edge. Crease that really well. And then fold this raw edge to here. But don't let these 2 layers slip. So I put my fingernail right here. Is how I do it. Now you want to make a nice sharp point. That's important too. So there we go. Nice sharp point. And that part sticks out. That's correct. Crease that down. Now you want to fold this folded edge to right here. Right there. And just don't worry about that little tiny triangle sticking out. Crease that down really firm. That's the hardest part on this, is creasing that. Now you just fold that point over. It's not real important because we're going to just open this flap and tuck it in. Fold that inside. Looks like that. Pinch it down. Now you have it this way, so then just flip it over and do the exact same thing. Line up the corners. Fold it to the center. Crease. Fold it to that edge mark. Crease it down. Point comes right to the corners of that crease, see? Crease that down. Same thing, don't let it slip. And you can use your fingernail if you have any to make a little point there. Bring that over. Nice point. Now you can string these together like in the Hawaiian Lei flower video to make a lei with these little stars, and they're even nicer. This raw edge up to here. Line it up. Crease that down really good. And then fold that point over. Lift up the flap, tuck it in. Now, if it tries to roll out of place on you, just push it back a little bit. In fact, I just learned this tonight after I made a whole bunch of these. So let's flip it over and check that other one. That one looks really good. So now you're down to this. Pinch it really good because we're reinforcing those little locking folds. Now turn the raw edges up. Put your finger underneath this crease in the middle. Put your thumb here. Then put your middle finger in the center of this paper crease. Or maybe hold it like that and pinch this. And you got your middle finger there. And then spread these open. We're bringing that crease forward. So now straighten this crease up right in the middle. All right. Well, actually, you only have to do it right in the middle, just like I said, but I went all the way. So push that back. Now you see your pre-folds for the triangles? Here's one. Push that in. And just go around and push each one in first. Don't worry about its exact shape yet. Just get them all started on laying in without any kinks. And you just turn the model, do each one. That one's trying not to be on its crease. Okay, so now when you got it like that, we've started them all just a little bit. Now flip over. Wait, did we do this one? Yeah. So now flip over and just start on one that's not this tab so you get the exact idea. Push on this line and roll those to a really sharp point. See? And then just barely pinch the end so that you get your sharp point. Go to the next one. Push this in while you're pushing here this way. Make a nice sharp point. Now you've already done a couple, so this one's no problem. Make a little point. Go to the next one. That was 3. And you're just evening them up. See how this one's off a little bit? So we're just trying to push that even. There. That's good. Number 5. And number 6. Okay. Can't get them exact maybe on these 2 points. That's okay. So now turn them over and then take 3 fingers and just put one here, and one here. And pinch those. Make it into a little point sticking up. Go to the next one, push that in. Pinch those, make it into a little 3-pointed point. Push that in. That one, not quite all the way. There you go. But that's what we're fixing with these little pinches right in the center of these little intersections. Okay. Just like that. Now we're almost there. Now you can only do 1 point at a time. So just grab 1 point, squeeze it up in the middle, and turn it, do the next one. Don't worry about that right now, it's sticking out. Just go to the next one. Pinch those up. So now we've got all those pinched. And now, very carefully, take your small fingers and just recrease these center lines a little bit. This one and this one are looking like the only two that really need it. So just crease in the center. Don't get near that. You don't want to crease that. Okay. So now we have, now what you do is you widen these a little bit so they all have about the same inner hole. And these, it's not super important. You can let them stick out or you can tuck them back in and redo the point there. And then they'll be on the inside. It interferes with the shape just a tiny bit. See that one? You can't even see it. So let's just leave it alone. And there's your 6-pointed star, newly designed for Money Origami Originals channel by Drphu. Have a nice day. I hope you really like it. Bye.